What's up guys, it's your boy Mr. Ty, and this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, so I do have timestamps in the description below. However, if you're going to use those timestamps, please go ahead and smash that like button, and if you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe. Now, what we're going to be covering is the second part of the ARC event, and if you didn't know, over here you don't have to equip contracts anymore. All of your contracts are auto-equipped, and you can look over them all on this board right here. Okay, so getting into the investigation event, you have to come over to the ARC container, and I will at the end show you all of these unlock, including the pendant. So right now, the way that it works is you have your daily challenge, which is worth 75 of the points you need toward the investigation event that it has going on. This is the second part of the investigation event, and then you have three other like long-term achievements. One's play for 240 minutes, the other one's get top 3 5 times, and then get a first place. So the super cool thing is there's this little Easter egg like thing built into it, and it's been updated all around the map. You can see these different locations. The lighthouse has one, the church has one, we also have one at radio, as well as we have one at the Dinosaurs, which that was my first time actually checking out the Dinosaurs. And then right here is the update from the last event. So the first one to get it started is going to be right here, actually in our base, and this one's a two-part. One of the sticky notes is right here. It has the middle two, and then up here is going to be the outer two, or other way around, middle two and then outer two. And so then when you come over here, you can enter that in. X square 0 square, I believe, or square 0 square X. I don't know, you can watch what I clicked on. And then it unlocks this little part, kind of cool, about this character. You can read it, freeze screen. Second part, another character has their face blacked out. And then the third part right here, pretty much giving us a little reward for completing this part. Now, for those of you who are trying to just get all these unlocked real quick, I'll have it time-stamped for each of the little events as I go through it, as well as at the very end there will be a timestamp for when I enter them all in. So we'll go ahead and load up, and we'll try to get all of these in one go. So if you're trying to do it in one go, and you're not going to use this little cheat that I'm making, you can, when you spawn in, actually in the pregame, all the little sticky notes and Easter eggs are all on the map. So I'm going to fly over to radar, run upstairs, and it is located right here. And as we can see, this one is X000, or X circle circle circle. So from here, we're going to go ahead, load up into the game. Now, what we're going to want to do is fly to the one that is farthest in zone, or closest to us if they're all the same distance in zone. And it looks like we're going to be going to the dinos first, if I remember correctly. So now, it took me forever to find this one. I ran by it so many times. It's right on the, well, we'll see here. It's right there to the left, but it'll come up here in a second. I looked right at it a couple of times. I thought it would be on the dinosaur. I didn't really look at the image, but it shows you pretty clearly on the image where it's actually at. I looked around at these signs. I then decided, since I'm in Storm, I needed to go get some bandages and go loot up. See, I looked right at it. That's right where it was. I thought that was just part of the logo. So go grab some loot, and then I'll come back. Searching everything, looking at signs, and boom, right there. So this one actually tripped me up, and I actually had to come back and look at it a second time, but it's triangle, circle, and then it's X square. They're numbered 1, 2, 4, 3, I wrote it down as 1, 2, 3, 4. So just for those of you looking, you can see the 3 and the 4 are flipped right there. After that, we're going to hightail it over to church. Now, church is kind of cool. It's in a circle clockwise, and it's going to be really simple: triangle, circle, triangle, circle. So from church, the next one we're going to go to is going to be the lighthouse. Now we are in zone, so we're going to pick up as much bandages as we can. Use these along the way. And in this game, you can actually hang out in zone for quite some time. In fact, it's kind of a viable cheese strat that I have a video on my channel for. That if it's not already out, it'll be coming out in the next day or so. But essentially, you can hang out in the zone for a ridiculous amount of time, and we're actually going to be able to pick up all of the Easter eggs in this one run. So this final one is going to be at the base of this lighthouse up here. Right here by the door on the left side. And it is triangle, square, circle, X. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be running back out of zone for the rest of the short little period, just to show you that you can do it in one go. And in the meantime, I would like to just talk a little bit about, you know, how cool this actually is, that we have a VR experience that's a pretty decent battle royale where we can actually, you know, rely on the creators to make updates and fun things like this. I just hope that it lasts for more than just a couple of months. It would be cool if we constantly got updates like this, you know, well into a year. I'm always afraid of games like this, especially since all the skins are free. You know, I would feel like that'd be such an easy way for them to pull some extra revenue, that it makes me afraid that when new players dry up and there's no more new sales, that they'll just kind of move on to the next game. So I actually wouldn't be upset if I saw some skins in the store. Anyways, we got back. We're going to go ahead and enter in all of those codes. If, again, you want those codes, you can go back through. There's a timestamp on showing up to each of the locations, but you can go ahead and freeze frame on all of this if you want to read the messages from the developers. Each one gives you a couple of blue chips, which is pretty cool. And then 2 pages of like this thank you and a little bit of story, which I think is super neat. You know, what would be really cool actually is maybe in the next part, if some of those characters with like the blackout over their face, if we got like special unlocks, or even if they added characters into the game that you could only get through these limited time events, that'd be pretty cool. And actually on the Dinosaurs, I wrote it down wrong. I had to go back through and watch the video myself just because of the 1, 2, 4, 3 thing. Got me a little tripped up. But anyways, here's those screens if you want to freeze frame on these as well. So, moving on. Here are all of the chips. Once you unlock them all, you will get one of these blueprints, which are pretty cool. Some pretty sweet skins. And then you'll actually get 2 of these gun skins. I got the Joker. I don't know if these are the same for everybody, or if they're random. That Joker skin, though, is pretty sweet. And then I did put on the yellow hat skin. I think that's a YouTuber. I could be wrong, though. Kind of a boring camo. Kind of all the camos, unfortunately, are a little on the boring side. But the pendants were pretty cool. I played Mahjong yesterday. That's funny. Yeah, me in the background. I did play Mahjong. And then what else was it? Oh yeah, that night thing. So pretty cool. Put in the comments if you got the exact same unlocks, if they were the same across the board or if they were different. And then finally, I did grind out long enough to unlock the little, what is it, the stat tracker pendant, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, anyways, if you like this kind of content, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I look forward to making more videos just like this one. I have a couple I'm working on for, one's already out. I actually posted for grenades. I have a more advanced how-to tips and tricks video I want to release, going over some, you know, kind of high-level movement mechanics. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. This is Mr. Ty, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.